Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Quality hardened tool rests and live centers too. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Thompson Lathe Tools. Welcome to a new level of professional wood turning tools. Made by a wood turner for wood turners.
This is gonna be fun. Right.
Okay, let's take a look at the SKEW. And this, believe it or not, is going to be a correct cut by me. I am not a fan of the SKEW because I think it's a tool you have to be taught in person. It's one of those things, if you watch video, angles and things can be deceiving. But at least on this, I'll try to explain a little bit on what's going on. You can see I'm cutting with the bottom heel of the tool. I'm not cutting up near the tip because you want to have the heel touching so you can glide the bevel across the wood. Never touch the tip. That's not good. We'll show that in a minute. But you can see I'm cutting with like the bottom half of the tool and it slides right along. When you do this properly, you get a beautiful finish on the wood. I tend to chicken out and bail out, and I will use a roughing gouge and a little extra sandpaper in my case. But you can see it actually kind of peels the wood a little bit. Yeah, now here comes the catch. This gives me the heebie-jeebies because I always did this when I was learning. Watch the tip. You don't want to get it too high and cut with the tip because that happens. It just catches you off guard. That tip will dig in at just the moment's notice. It's not going to let you know it's coming. See where I'm cutting? No, that's not good. That should be a green line. I'm pointing towards the heel. But no, it's pointing towards the tip. And you're going to see the tip is going to just get a little bit off by maybe a degree or two. And I'm going to twist the tool and that tip is going to dig right in and bam, big design modification. And that's no fun because, boy, it just shudders through your body when that happens. I hate it. But again, a lot of people use the SKEW and they're really, really good at it. But while we're harping on how it gives me the heebie-jeebies, why not show it in close-up too? There it digs in. Wham, it hits. Also, you have a little rebound here because you're holding the tool, and so it kicks back in after it's come back. Opposite action causes a reaction or something like that. But you can see our happy face on the right and our sad face on the left. But look at the difference. You can see the one on the right, I'm cutting with the heel of the tool. The tip is throwing a shadow on the wood, actually. You can see it's up and away. So I'm rubbing the bevel on the lower end of the SKEW. And so when you don't do it, that's what you get on the left. You get a catch with the tip. Now, making a bead with a SKEW. That's really easy to do if you follow the proper technique. You hold it upside down, you make an initial plunge. Then you roll the heel and just start taking little bits of wood off. Now, as I say, I'm not that great with a SKEW, so that's probably why I'm really good at teaching how to get a catch with it. I'm not that great at teaching how to get a bead with it because my left to right doesn't work. You can see I can do the cut real well on one side, the other side it doesn't work. But you can see I'm leading with the heel. If you take too much wood off, just back out and take a lighter cut. But it cuts in, it slices. You can see from the heel rubbing on the wood right there, it's really polishing the wood. It's making a nice shape. But how do you get into trouble with this catch? Well, there's many ways. And that's one of them. You start cutting up on the tool. So if you see how I'm cutting on the very tip of the heel on the left, I'm good. but I'm starting to cut up towards the center on the right, and you've got that curve there from the bead, and it's going to want to grab, and once it starts grabbing into the center of the tool, it pulls the tool down and in, and you get a catch. Definitely not a happy face time at that point when that happens. But there is a happy face on the left. As you can see, it's taking nice little shavings of wood off. Happy, 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 happy. Let's try a peeling cut. This is a way of roughing out wood. I use a roughing gouge, like I said, but you can actually peel if you ride the bevel on the wood as you go. I just wanted to show you this to show how versatile this tool is, even though I don't use it a lot. Now this is where angles can be deceiving. I'm not actually pushing it straight into the wood. I'm actually riding the bevel on top of the wood and letting it roll down or ride down as the wood peels away. And I mean, these are not normal shavings. These are wide, broad slivers of wood. I don't know. It's almost like veneer. You're peeling veneer off. And that's a pretty good example, I guess. It's a way to say it. Because it's taking off big chunks. It's not the smoothest of surfaces, but in the right conditions, you can remove a lot of wood really, really fast. Now, the trimming cut with a SKEW. Like I said, I don't use a SKEW a lot, so I've been told I did this upside down, which is a great way to show you how to get a catch, I guess. Normally, they say you're supposed to have the long tip down, but it's the same principle because I'm trying to cut with the part of the tool that's the lowest right now. And you can see up at the top at the tip, you can see a shadow line. So the tip is not touching the wood at that point. It's tilted out towards you, the viewer, right now. Now where you're going to get into trouble is if you get rid of that shadow and you roll the tool to where it's straight up and down and you're not just taking the heel of the tool and making contact. So you see it starting to cut. Oh, geez, I hate it when it happens. Do you know how hard it is to get a catch on purpose? It's not easy, believe me. But watch it here. I'm starting to make contact on the heel, but you can see, look at the top, it's getting too close to catching, and it's going to instantly grab that tip and bam, kick it right back into your gut. And then look, it continues to go ahead and make design modifications. So if you look on the left, you're going to see the cut starting with the heel touching. And if you look to the right, you're going to see that the tip is cutting in and catching. So I've tilted it to my left, and it's touching at the top and at the bottom. It's straight up and down. But on the on the left side of the screen, I'm tilting it to the right, so only the edge is touching at the bottom. So in other words, it's leaning to the right. Ugh, still gives me the willies thinking about that.
Oh, gross. Oh, ugh. Okay.
Tim's American Beauty was made by Robust Tools, America's premier lathe manufacturer. Quality hardened tool rests and live centers too. Robust. Built to turn wood. Enjoyed for a lifetime.
Thompson Lathe Tools. Welcome to a new level of professional wood turning tools. Made by a wood turner for wood turners.